hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my...
Coach, as you know, being over in Orlando, still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And not the start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Rolling to his left. It's caught by Mike Evans. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a 1st. From the gun, here's Newton. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're running it. It's Michel, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Sony Michel won't get there. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, right at the 30. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. On 1st down, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing is Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Newton finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to face a third down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Newton to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
From the 31, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for need.
There he goes left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 2nd and 9, Newton, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Newton. He's got Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. On 2nd and 9, Newton buying time to his left. And this is caught by Evans. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Michelle. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Newton. That's caught by Howard. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of the quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucks are going to retake the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Here's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Carson. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They come out here in the eye. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Now a toss play. It's Carson. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On 3rd down, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. This is taken at the 15. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Forced out to his left. He finds his target. It's Evans. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Again, Newton throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. They'll roll him out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
again. Newton, that's out to his running back, Michelle.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Throwing on third down, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Yeah, he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a 1st down. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Good work that time to get them to jump, and now here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Going to throw right side here, complete. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24. This is Carson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Myers' kick is good. And they take the lead here by 2, 12-10. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On second down, Michelle. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground is Michel. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one 28 yards on the ground.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Newton. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. On 1st down, Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Newton eluding the pressure right. This is intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Good stuff. Keep doing that.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now Wilson to throw on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll bring up 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. 20! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Austin Eckler his first touchdown of the new season. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run it with Carson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Kane, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now it's Carson. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Right back to him on 1st down. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Got it. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Hustle. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. To throw again is Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Wilson will throw again. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. On the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th quarter in Philadelphia. And the Bears have scored again. They've got that one on cruise control. A win would be their first of the young season. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say...
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Wilson. Now that'll be caught by Cup. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now a desperation throw deep, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 44. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. From the 35 on second down, Wilson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The pickup there, 5 yards.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward. Now Wilson on first down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. One last shot for Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Tampa Bay, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.